Everyone, welcome back to Perfect Hearts Crochet. Today I have a little surprise, and I thought we would do a cute little scrunchie, and it is made with the velvet yarn. I don't know the brand name of this velvet yarn, but anyhow, it is a very easy project for even newbies to crocheting. This you can definitely do. It's a fun craft. These can be made for family and friends, and also can be sold. And there's no real pattern for this. It's just dependent on the size of the band that you're going to be using. So whatever band you have around that you'd like to cover, this will work. And I will just give you basic instructions on how to crochet around the band. Okay, so let's begin. We are going to, as always, begin with a slip knot. So we will do the slip knot. This velvet yarn is a little tricky at some time for beginners because of its fluffiness. You're not seeing the stitches as clearly, but since it's such an easy stitch, you should be able to follow along just fine. I'm going to put the needle in the band, and then you're going to grab your yarn, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to do a single crochet. It's just that simple. You do have this tail, so let me kind of shorten this tail. You don't need it that long. So what I do with the tail is I kind of work it in the single crochets. So for me, I like to do a single crochet all the way around the band. Okay, I know others will start it with a double crochet and start it like that, but I like to see the inside of this finished a little bit easier. So what I do is I just do a single crochet around the band. So again, you're going to put the hook inside the band this way, pull over a yarn, and then go through 2 loops. And that was a single crochet in the band. So let me just go again. You're going to go in that band, pull it through, and as you can see, we're covering that tail inside of our single crochet. So again, go through, loop that yarn over, and to the 2 loops. So I'm trying to hold the tail right here, so we're working and hiding that tail. That way that tail is very secure and is not going to go anywhere. And if you feel like you've been through and covering that tail, you can always just cut it, at this point if you'd like, or just completely cover it. Okay, I am going to complete the single crochet around the band, and I will return in a minute. I'll see you when I get to the very end here, okay? Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to show you the end. Again, this is kind of a freestyle tutorial, since it's dependent on the size of hairband that you're using. And as you're crocheting around the hairband, if you want it tight and the band to be fully covered, you just keep pushing your single crochets. You just keep pushing them over and to fill in that space. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's your style. It's going to be your scrunchies, and you can make them the way you want. Now here, as we're going to continue around just with a second row. Again, this is dependent on how you like your scrunchies. In this one, I like them. I like the way they looked kind of curly at the edge. So with this one, I'll show you how I did that very curly. If you don't want it as curly and not as curly, I'll show you that you don't need to make as many double crochets in each of the stitches. Okay, but these are double crochet, as you can see here. These are double crochet, and so you don't have to crochet as many in each stitch if you don't want it as curly as this. But I think this is cute. I like the curly look. As you get near the where you began, all you're going to do is put a slip knot into that first stitch and just go through. So that's a slip knot. You're just going to put your hook, yarn over, and then go through. Okay, if you want me to show you that slip knot. Okay, so we're at the end. Again, this is velvet, so you're not going to see the stitches clearly, but let me bring it. So you're going to go into that first stitch, yarn over, and then go all the way through. So that is your slip knot. And then here you're going to do chain 2, and this is where we're going to begin the double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into this first stitch, and you can almost feel it even though you don't see it clearly. Well, you kind of see the tops here, so you can kind of see them, but you can definitely feel your stitches with your fingers. So you're going to go into that first stitch, yarn over, oops, this is a double crochet, yarn over, go into that first stitch, pull a yarn, go through 2 loops, and then 2 loops. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating 3 double crochets into each stitch, which allows for this curliness. So since that first 2 chains counts as a double crochet, here's another double crochet. I'm going to go back into that same stitch and do another double crochet. So there's your 3 double crochets right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to do the same in the next stitch. You're going to yarn over, you're going to go into this next stitch, and you're going to do 3 double crochets. There's 1 into that same stitch, there's 2, and then there's 3. And that is as simple as it gets. So let's do 3 again. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, and do 3 double crochets. And that's basically all you're doing all the way around. So, oops, sorry about that. Just trying to pull my yarn here. Okay, so you're going to do this in every stitch all the way around. Again, there is no counting these around. Just do your single crochets and completely cover your band as tight as you would like. Even when you're going to stretch it, I think it's still pretty good if you put enough single crochets in there. Okay, and these are pretty thick bands that I'm using here, so they're pretty much for a bun. So you would put your hair in a bun and then just put this hair band, this scrunchie, just over your bun. If you want to use a looser type of band where you can double it onto a ponytail, you would use then the looser bands, but these are really thick bands, and they're just to go over once. I mean, as they stretch and as you continue using them, of course, hair bands loosen. This one I used the brown, but you can barely see the brown, as I cover those, put those single crochets. So it really does tighten, so it could twist over a ponytail for sure. Again, you would just continue your 3 double crochets into each stitch around, and then when you get to the end part and you reach all the way around, all you're going to do is do a slip knot at the top of the chain 2, and then tie it off and knot it. And what I do is I take that tail, I might leave it like this long, use a darning needle. What I do is I just weave the yarn through here, and then I weave the yarn up to, you can pull that needle through and then hide that last tail into the single crochet. So you would just put your needle through here and then tie it off. I hope you enjoyed this simple, easy tutorial on how to make a cute little scrunchie. So I thought I would surprise you with a little different tutorial today. And press that like button if you enjoyed this, and I would so much appreciate it if you subscribe and return to see more videos like this. Once in a while I might detour to a project rather than just doing a regular tutorial. Okay, you guys have a great day, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.